All right, another strong day for the market today. Unfortunately, had the gap, which again takes the wind out of some of the sails of these moves. So we'll see what happens at the open in the morning, but very nice 3-day bounce here. Let's go right into the list for, it'll be Wednesday. Feels like Tuesday tomorrow, but it'll be Wednesday because we had Monday off. For Wednesday, February 17th, I still like NYMX over this 3 or 4 day high. After this big pop back here, it's consolidating. I want to watch that for maybe up around 228 might be enough to get it started. EYES is a lower float. Let's get this line off there. Lower float stock, but a nice little volume spike today. If it gets over today's high over 475, it might make a move at this recent high, which was 505, which would be a nice move. And if it gets over that, it could have a measured move because EYES, a low float stock, really moves nicely at times. DDD is we had a call on this today. Just real quick to go over the call. As it was coming up here, I said it might be worth a grab right here at 872. Looking for a push through the high of the day and then maybe some of these other catalysts. Worst case stop 860. And it took a while. It took about 20 minutes before it finally got going. And ended up closing near its highs. And you know what? The daily, let's get this line out of the way briefly. The daily looks good still. You basically have a nice move off the lows here and a flag pattern. So it looks good again for tomorrow. But a decent move in it today. Goes back on long watch tomorrow. SUPN kind of broke a little trend line today. And today's high was 1326. So I like it over today's high. I'm going to watch it with that in mind. That's SUPN. SIEN. No trades in it today, but goes back. Another red day. Goes back on bounce watch for tomorrow. Sometimes I'll have a stock on bounce watch for a week straight and never take a trade in it. But it doesn't cost me anything to have it on a chart. Dynegy, DYN. Starting to get where the volume's increasing and it just keeps grinding lower. Watching this one for a bounce. Just an oversold bounce is what I'm looking for there. BECN, another one I've had on bounce watch for a few days. I think I started watching it when it got to the 200 day after this 2 big down days. No triggers in it yet. Today, it did put in a little bit of a higher low, so still watching for it tomorrow. Maybe a move tomorrow. All right. Then a few that had some action in after hours. FLXN closed at 1090. Looks like it went as high as over 15, but it settled in around 14 in after hours. So that'll be a gap play to watch in the morning. That's FLXN. Cerner CERN closed at 55.46, trading down at 48 in after hours. Want to watch that one. It went lower than that, so I want to watch that one as a potential gap play tomorrow. KMI closed at 1562, trading at 1693 in after hours. It went higher than that, but that's where it settled in at 1693. So that'll be a gap play tomorrow. Potential gap play, I should say. It'll be on the gap watch list. And then lastly, FOSL Fossil. Really beating up stock here. And then in after hours, went up to about 40. So you can see 40 after this gap down was really the highs. So that's a very interesting area. Could be a good place to short against, or who knows where it's going to trade in the morning. So in pre-market, if it's up over 40, we'll be watching it for a gap play trigger on the long side, but only if it meets our intraday parameters. Maybe a decent short. Also, we'll watch it with that in mind as well. And we'll hopefully add to that gap playlist in the morning when we see overnight news and some individual names. Hopefully make some nice trades. And also, we always look for reversal plays on an intraday basis as well. So, all right, that's a longer list than I'm comfortable with, but so we'll leave it at that. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.